Hello and welcome to NDTV Profit. You're watching IPO Adda, and the company coming out with an IPO is Zinka Logistics Solutions. It's an online platform that provides services, trucking services across the country. And joining me today is Rajesh Kumar Naidu Yabaji, who is the chairman and managing director of the company. The company's IPO is opening on November 13th, closes on November 18th. Price between 259 to 273 rupees per share. It has a fresh issue of 550 crores and OFS of 565 crores, so over 1115 crores the total IPO size. And the company is valued at little over 4,800 crores at the upper end of the price band. Rajesh, morning, and thank you for joining us on NDTV Profit. Let's try to understand the business first and the money that you're raising, 550 crores in fresh issue. What are you raising it for?
Yeah, thank you, Sajid, for having me over. As you rightly asked, blackbuck, Zinka Logistics is our registered entity. Our brand is blackbuck. Blackbuck is in the business of enabling and empowering the truck operators of the country to do their business in a very simple way, help them participate in the digital economy, help them grow their earnings, help them grow their business. So we are a digital platform, the largest in the country, which is essentially trying to do this. Mm-hmm. Today, zooming down, really what we help a truck operator uses our app to conduct his payments, his toll payments, his fuel payments, uses our app to do telematics, has, GPS, installed in his vehicles, which he uses to track his trucks, he uses to track his drivers. He uses, our app to find loads anywhere in the country. He wants a return load or a forward load. He has a lot of, shipments which come onto our platform. He chooses and then decides to take one of those shipments. So, and if he is in a need of a loan to buy a vehicle or against his vehicle, he can apply, for a loan through the app. So everything in the life of a truck operator, which could be digitally, 10x, could be delivered to him 10x better, 10x more efficient, is what blackbuck is involved in, and solving, the trucking problem in its own way.
Mm-hmm. And what are you going to use this 550 crores for?
Yeah, so we as a company, we continue as a company. There are like three big parts to what we do. One of the biggest part is the core platform which we keep building, the investments in product and technology, the entire experimentations on building various products, testing out newer things. I think that's the component one, which is core component of the company as well, and good amount of investments from the 550 crore of raise will go into product development initiatives. Second, part of the entire company is really having a India-wide network of sales and distribution and servicing. We deal with truck operators, with whom delivering a digital service is important, but what really is important is being present across the pin codes across the country, help them with serviceability of our solutions. So a good part of the money which we are raising will continue to go into our omni-channel distribution strategy, which helps us distribute our products and be more closer to our customer.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to understand a little more about your business, because I was reading your RHP and it said that you sold off your corporate freight business last year in August to 2024. So why did you sell off the corporate freight business? Yeah. And after that, you have given us a pro forma numbers which are there, but give us an idea of the kind of revenue that can be generated through the platform.
Yeah. So basically, the entire story of corporate business starts from how blackbuck happened. So I graduated in 2010 from IIT Kharagpur. Worked with ITC for a period of 4-5 years. Majority of my work experience was in the area of logistics. That's where the entire need to solve the trucking problem, the motivation came from. And then when we first started in 2015, one of the first business models we put in place was basically trying to enable enterprises of the country, get trucks, using the blackbuck platform, right? That business for us, did not do that well because of, margin pressures and working capital intensity in that problem. And then, from 2018, 2019, we continued to already taper down our focus in that particular vertical, right? And in 2018, 2019 is when the entire focus on knowing the real problem statement in the trucking industry was to solve for truck operators. That's how we've recasted the entire company after 2018, 2019, and really focused on serving the truck operator with solutions, what he needs, building a platform which enables his life happened. And then back in like back last year, I think we realized that this business no longer fits with the strategic pursuit of the company. And that's the reason why we hived it off. And talking about the revenues of the company, last full year we did close to about 315, close to 300, in excess of 300 crores in revenues, by the company. The recent quarter Q1, FY25, the numbers which are available in the RHP, we've done close to, in the first quarter, we've done close to about 98 crores in revenues, and moving forward. And these are the revenues which are basically the core revenues of the company. Does not consider the corporate freight, which you've asked the question on.
I get that part of it, and the reason I was asking is that people will confuse, with numbers, so many numbers which are there, pre the corporate freight business and post corporate freight business, to see what the core revenues are. My question was also in the Q1 there was an extraordinary income item which was there. What was it regarding?
Sajid, I think I really don't know that line item, and on this call with you right now, it's only me. My CFO is not there.
No, sure.
I can actually get back to you, after this call, with a short call with my CFO with you.
Sure. Just to get into that business little more, for FY24, it was a loss-making financial year for you, because you made a loss of 166 crores, though the losses have contracted compared to FY23. In the first quarter, you made profits. Is the profitability timeline there to stay for you going forward?
Yeah. So the right reflection of the efforts of the company and the profitability number more comes in the adjusted EBITDA number, right? Adjusted EBITDA number is basically largely adjusting for the ESOP costs of the company, which is available in the RHP document as well. If you look at the adjusted EBITDA number, last full year at operational level we were profitable full year, and we continue to accelerate on the operational profitability level. And as we sort of move forward, we will see the company continue to deliver in the same path.
Also, if you can give us a sense of the kind of revenue lines that you have. What are the various revenue avenues which is available to you, come from commissions, from services, and other businesses?
Yeah, your voice is cutting off, Sajid, a bit. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now clearly.
So,
yes.
if you can give us
yes, I can hear you clearly.
If you can give us a sense of the revenue lines that you have.
Yeah, I think whatever we have disclosed in the DRHP, I think various different verticals have different sources of revenues. We earn through commission from our partners. We earn through fees from our customers. We earn through subscription services which we sell to our customers, right? So I think those are various streams of revenues which I've already mentioned in the DRHP.
Okay. Just to get an idea of the kind of commissions that you charge from your customers, since you provide trucking solutions to companies, what is the kind of commission rate that you charge to the trucking companies?
The revenue sources which come from the customers directly are largely subscription in nature. And there are various different subscription fees for each of the individual services, because there are multitude of services. There is a GPS vehicle tracking service solution. There is a fuel sensor solution. Then there is a load subscription solution, right? Then there is a a convenience fee solutions, right? The various different fees across different product categories, and each of them for different degrees of usage, there are different fees across.
Okay. Typically, what is the kind of commission rate that you charge?
I mean, like commission is like for different services, Sajid, there are different charges. commission income comes from our partners. Yeah, we don't charge the truckers, and obviously for various different services there are various commissions. So it's very tough for me to give one number out there. Yeah.
Because you had a contribution margin of 93%, 93.2% in Q1.
Yes.
That's in
90%, yeah, in excess of 90%.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's compared to 91.1% in FY24. So I'm trying to figure out, should we look at you as a platform, like we look for other platforms?
It's just a mix of services. Yes, so basically it's a mix of services. Let's say we provide vehicle tracking service, right, which has a different contribution margin. Then the commission income which we earn from our partner banks, they have a different contribution margin. The subscription service which we provide to truck operators for loads, that has a different contribution margin profile. So whenever the mix of these revenues changes between quarter to quarter, you'll see small change in the contribution margin blended profit at an overall company level.
Okay. You are providing services to over 9.6 lakh truck operators on your platform. This was at the end of Q1. What is the kind of aim that you have? How do you want to expand it across? Because you're raising around 550 crores, of which
Sorry. Can you please again repeat the question? What is the?
What is the kind
Can
of?
you please repeat? What is the?
I want to ask you, what is the kind of the aim that you have to increase the exposure to the number of trucking operators across the country? You're spending around 200 odd crores on sales and marketing.
Yeah.
What is the benchmarks
Yes.
that you're looking at?
Yeah. So, as you are, aware, we as a company are present across, 85% of the districts across the country. Our products are available for customers to, for access our product. We service our products across all these, districts across the country. So fairly high degree of presence. So we continue to double down, and probably there would be, increase in, further density of serviceability for our products and services for our customers. That's point number one. And point number two is that, as you rightly said, closer to, about 9.3 lakh, which is about closer to 1 million truck operators transact on the platform, at an annual basis. And that number has been increasing over the last 3 years at a good run rate. So we will continue to use our, proceeds from IPO to invest in sales and marketing and continue to add more truck operators in the coming future years.
Give me a sense of your financial services business as well, because you do provide financial services for used commercial vehicle as well. How big is that business, and
Yes.
what kind of investments are you looking into that business?
Yeah. Correct. See, as you can see that we have in excess of 20% of annual transacting truck operators who use our platform. Now, all of them have needs of expanding their fleet, want access to, loans. So they use our app to apply for loans, which basically are serviced by our, partner banks and partner NBFCs. So it's a business where we enable the discovery of a loan for our partner banks and NBFCs. We enable the customer to get a loan easily on the platform, and we make our, revenue from origination fee incomes, right? So there again, the entire, game plan, problem statement would be to continue double down in this direction, continue to, enable truck operators, get more access to loans, and continue to help our, partner banks and NBFCs to get, get access to more business through the platform.
Mm-hmm. Rajesh, give me a sense of the kind of economic climate that is there, because we're hearing about consumption slowdown. You are into a trucking business, and that will, you have a better idea of what's happening on the ground with respect to transport of goods from one city to another city. How do you see this business growing, and do you see some kind of challenges, headwinds coming on the ground?
Yeah. So I think from a very broad India level what's happening perspective, I think, the rate of growth, I think there is some level of deceleration. But I think at the overall growth level at a large base, I think that still continues to happen. I think that's the limited, from the limited amount of understanding what we have about from our business is what we feel. At least for at least for this year, we have not seen any headwinds for us because of this consumption slowdown for growth in our business. Because from our business perspective, because most of our story is transitioning truckers to do their work, what they were doing offline to an online. So we have a large base to continue to grow at. And with the entire digital transformation which is happening for the country, we continue to see more truckers modernizing, more truckers seeking solutions digitally. So I think from a larger economic standpoint, we definitely are seeing some kind of a slowdown, but there is definitely there's strong growth which continues to happen. Number two, for our business, truckers continue to modernize and truckers continue to adopt newer solutions, technology-based solutions, which is what our whole game plan is, which is an entire offline to online transition, for truckers using the BlackBuck app. That continues to go strong.
Is there a seasonality in your business as well?
In our business, typically, because probably as a country, there is a whole lot of movement which happens in October, November, December, and January, February, March. So always the 6 months, the H2, the second half of the year, always is much better in terms of the full throughput, the full volumes, profitability. That's always much better compared to the first half for us. Yeah.
Also, give us a sense of the kind of cash flows that this business can generate for you.
Mostly in our business, most of the businesses we are into are where we get cash much before the service is delivered. And as you can see, even the last year, the operational profitability, number, we have generated more cash flow than the operational profitability. So always the EBITDA number translates into largely the free cash flow for us, and that is what will continue to hold as we move forward into the future as well.
One of the items that are going to impact your EBITDA, and that's why you take adjusted EBITDA, is the ESOP numbers. Can you give us an idea of what is the kind of cost that you're going to incur over the next few years?
I think fairly, on a steady state basis, it will fairly be, it'll fairly be in the similar sort of ranges. I think there are some of the extraordinary ESOP items in the last few years, but on a steady state basis, I don't recall the number, exactly, but yeah, it'll broadly be in the, we'll hit that steady state number maybe around next year, and that number will probably be constant, after that.
Finally, I was looking at your RHP, and it mentioned that the monthly transacting active trucks is around 16.2 days. Have you seen your clients which have onboarded your platform increase the monthly trucking days?
Yes. So yeah, obviously, as you can see, the quarterly transacting monthly average, quarterly number for FY20, Q1 FY25, and if you compare that with Q1 FY24, as you can see, there is a continuous growth, and we can expect similar kind of growth rates into the future as well. Number one. Number two, as you can see, the average minutes a truck operator using the app daily continues to increase. I think it's about in excess of about 40 minutes, on a daily basis, and that is a number which we are really proud of, because a truck operator uses the BlackBuck app for like 40 minutes daily to really enable his business, growth. That's something which we keep a close watch on.
Rajesh, it was a pleasure talking to you today. Thank you very much for joining us on NDTV Profit. Your IPO is opening on November 13th. Price between 259 to 273 rupees per share is the IPO of nearly 1,115 crores, which includes a fresh issue of 550 crores. That gives the company a market cap of little over 4,800 crores at the upper end of the price band. Thank you for joining us on NDTV Profit today.